All right, we're live. Hey, this is Waylon, as always, and I'm honored to be here with Allie Horrigan.
Hi.
Hello. And who's this? Snoo?
This is my 7-month-old. Actually, he's 7 months old today. This is
Hey!
Andrew.
Wait, it's his birthday today?
It's his 7-month birthday today.
Oh, 7 months.
It's a big
birthday.
day.
Cool.
I'd be a little more excited if it was like his first birthday.
And he was just meditating next door. You have a little meditation room. Yeah.
We do.
So we're in LA, where children by 7 months have to meditate at least a couple hours a day. They have a meditation room. We're in a big office building, and it's a pretty cool office building. I'm into the outdoor,
it's nice,
office parky
You've
stuff.
got the whole setup out there. There's actually bikes. Did you see there's bikes that you can just grab and pop over to the marina for?
It feels like one of those Star Trek episodes where everyone's sort of professional in their uniforms, except it's LA, like man buns.
And if you actually look professional, then you are out of place here.
Right, exactly. You're
it's
out.
Inappropriate.
But the men are all wearing capris. And
did you see the gym with the whole sliding door?
I did. We kind of walked through it. Yeah.
That's nice.
So, who are you, and why am I here?
Wow.
What's going on?
Why are you here?
I don't know. I just got lost. I walked in. You guys were very welcoming, and you brought me water, so I just stayed.
I thought we were supposed to do something with Elephant Journal, right?
So
you must be.
Let me present why we're talking. So big banks, nobody really loves them. They're kind of the too big to fail stuff, the economic collapse stuff, the housing bubble, money is the root of all evil, all that kind of stuff. And you guys, Aspiration, were, I think this is one of the first financial, what do you call yourselves?
We call ourselves an online financial firm. An online financial firm with a conscience is really the thing that
That's a mouthful.
Us. Yes.
So what do you do? Friday night, you're at the bar. Oh, I work for an online financial firm with a conscience.
But I mean, it's true. So exactly to what you were just saying, 8% of Americans trust their financial institution, which is pretty terrifying.
I want to meet one of these 8%ers. Who trusts their financial?
Well, I think the thing is, when people are asked a question, people answer as if, I trust that if I go to an ATM and I go to I put in $5, I'm going to go to the ATM and that $5 is going to be there. But beyond that, people don't even know what the banks are doing with their money. And I think that's
they know they're
really,
using
really
the money to
part
invest in unethical stuff and make lots of money, fossil fuels, and take lots of my money, all these hidden fees and stuff, right?
So enter Aspiration, and we're not doing that. We're not putting our money with all the causes that don't align with people's values. And that's really, who we are and how we're different. And
right.
So we have...
so the first question you must get, if I may, is this sounds too good to be true. Why on earth would you be doing something that nobody else is doing, which is being ethical and making money for your clients?
Isn't that wild that we would actually be a bank that is working with, or a bank, I just said it, we're not even supposed to say bank, it's financial firm, but
beep, beep.
That team that's actually out there to work with our clients versus against them, and it's really something that every financial institution can do. It's just a matter
I love what
of
you just
want.
said, work with your clients instead of against them. So that is such an interesting perspective. Most banks are kind of almost preying upon their clients.
It's true. Banks' business models is relying on people to have, late fees, to charge ATM fees. You have to pay people who have lower balances pay the banks more. I mean, I think
So let's say I'm me. I want to do my banking and invest some money, not with, I'm allowed to say whatever I want, Citibank or whoever, one of the man. I want to do it ethically. How does this work? What do I do?
So you go to aspiration.com, you sign up for an account on our website. We introduce you to all sorts of really great things like
Do I get to talk to those people?
You do. You do get to talk to the people down in that room.
Those people down in this room.
Yes, we have our customer success engagement team actually here in LA.
Right. Cool.
Which also speaks to kind of who we are as a
company.
company.
You're not outsourcing and paying people awful money.
Exactly. No, we're not. We were just talking about some of the off camera. We were talking about some of the great benefits of working at Aspiration, and they're part of that. But so you'd go to aspiration.com, you'd sign up for a checking account, you'd get up to 1% in interest. You get free access to any ATM in the world, so ATM fees are reimbursed.
Are all these things that you're saying better than other banks?
Absolutely.
Typically 1%.
The 1% is up to 100 times more interest than other banks are
getting. So from your point of view, why isn't everyone doing this? Is this a struggle? Where are people no, I don't want to do this? Or are people not like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this
I'm
sounds too
thinking
good to
in
be
my
true,
head, I'm
so-
having this whole like Gordon Gekko greed is good thing that's
Right.
going on for me right now. And
Right.
that's really, that's really it. I mean, there's literally no reason that other financial institutions, the big banks, can't be offering higher interest. They can't
There's
be
some notion that it must be too good to
reimbursing
be
ATM
true.
fees. It's not. I mean, if you look at us, like, we're not a brick and mortar institution. We're an online firm. We don't have the same overhead. We're putting our money in different places. And we, we're talking earlier about that, when you would sign up for an account, but you would also be introduced to Pay What Is Fair, which is our take on fees. It is us literally saying, we trust you to decide what we're worth and how good our product is. And what that does. Hi, dude. Hi.
The video gets less people watching when he's not on.
Why does mommy do this? I don't know why all the other guys don't, but we can, and we do. And so we also have, what we're trying to do is enlighten people, is to share the ability to have an impact. And one of the ways we're doing that is through the aspiration impact measurement, which is a feature of the Summit account that other banks don't have, which is for the first time the ability to literally see the impact your dollars have on people and the planet.
Where you're investing them, kind of?
So that's actually outside of the investment. That's linked to the checking account only.
Okay.
And that's a feature that only Aspiration has.
So say more about that.
So we use about 75,000 data sources to put together what we call the AIM score, your AIM score, which is the aspiration impact measurement. And every time you swipe your debit card, if it is at a location that we're able to pull data on, we provide you a people and planet score for that location. So you can make informed decisions and kind of outside of the standard parameters, the standard framework of just cost, you can actually look at the impact your money is having.
So you're rating everywhere I'm spending money?
Yep.
So if I go to a cool organic like farmer's market or something good.
Well, ideally, right, if we can get data.
And
so
if I go
we're
to
able
like
to
a
look at
sketchy,
like Target versus
McDonald's,
Ralph's. Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not going to criticize your food choices, but
well, I might.
Perhaps in a later version, but
Yeah, no, I might. I mean, the diabetes epidemic. We're not big fans of McDonald's, but we are big fans of McDonald's changing and getting hip and healthier.
Yes.
And I love that you're just as a staff culture, you have good benefits. Everyone seems to at least to like working here, and there's not that culty vibe of some businesses that pretend to like working there.
There's not that, but there's also not that whole like bro-y culture of a fintech, normal fintech startups. And I think it's really because of who we are. Right?
What's fintech?
So the financial technology sector, which is where we fit in. But one of the other real big differentiators of us is that we take 10%. I
like how relaxed you are about him standing up with the metal file cabinet.
I'm not so worried about it.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's made it this far. He's good, right?
Yeah, 7 months.
7 months.
Boom.
We're good. Time for college, dude. We give 10 cents of every dollar we receive to charity. Right now we're working with Axion, which is the large provider of microloans. And it really speaks to who we are. We have a mission that is unlike any company in our space. We are committed to providing value that meets your values. And that attracts our clients, but also attracts our employees. And so I think that's why our culture really is different.
So, I mean, everything you're saying
sounds too good. It get really hot in here.
Yeah. It's just the pressure of being on camera.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So everything you're saying sounds too good to be true. I mean, which I think says a lot, not just about you, but about how cynical
skepticism in society, right? And
how cynical banks and financial institutions are, how much money they're taking. So all this money that you're kind of not taking, how do you guys save money as a company and still be profitable?
We save money as a
company. Like you're not brick and mortar.
Yeah, I mean, we have all these things that we're doing. So we're really doing a lot of marketing. You don't see us having spending millions of dollars on advertisements right now, at least. Maybe an occasional billboard, but we're really focusing on putting money towards building up our product rather than advertising who we are.
So does this work for businesses or just individuals?
Individuals right now.
Okay. Are you moving toward businesses as well?
We may. Right now we're really targeting individuals because individuals are the group that has been the least best served
Right. I mean, no one in Washington, like the Republicans, are not thinking about corporations. No one cares about them.
Yeah, no one cares about those guys.
Yeah. Someone needs to take a stand.
I agree.
For the 1%.
Agree.
But so if I join, then do I get like an aspiration card and I can go to any ATM and no fee?
Any ATM, if you were charged a fee at the ATM, it'll be reimbursed.
By who?
By who will it be reimbursed
by?
Yeah. It'll be reimbursed by aspiration.
That's crazy. So you're paying all these $150, $350 annoying fees to all these annoying banks all the time?
We're reimbursing our clients.
Okay. That was a vague answer. Things happen. You don't need to know about it.
No, but there's no reason that you should have to pay to access your own money. And so we're basically saying that's nonsense. We're going to cover it for you.
Yeah.
It's your money. It's not our money. We're protecting it. We're providing insurance on it.
Right.
We're allowing it to grow. We shouldn't charge you to take it back.
So if I bank with you, I get a cute little aspiration card or something.
Very cute. It's got a beautiful mountain on it.
No ATM fees.
No ATM fees. You get up to 1%
good return,
interest.
Which is way better than the bank.
It's up to 100 times better than the interest of other banks.
And what else do I get or not get if it's a bad thing?
Well, what you don't get are tons of fees attached to your account all the time. You don't have a standard monthly service fee for having any sort of a balance. You do have, and we certainly hope that you choose to pay us a fee. You don't get, tons of just random ancillary fees that exist. We try and prevent overdrafts to the extent, that we're able.
Sure.
So that we're not charging you on those.
Right. I mean, it sounds
you get the ability
simple.
to see the impact of your dollars. I think that's a huge thing too. And then what you also do is you don't necessarily need the bank account for this, but you have access to the rest of our suite of financial products, which is the Aspiration Redwood Fund, which right now is one of the top performing equity funds in the country. It's pretty incredible.
Even though you're not investing in like guns and alcohol.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? But you can be a
fuels.
fossil fuel firearm free fund and still outperform every other large cap fund out there.
It is crazy.
It's amazing that being ethical will actually help you get ahead in this world.
That's the pull-out quote for Instagram. It is crazy.
But it's true. It's like literally all we're doing is investing in companies that are being smart. They're doing the right thing. They have good corporate sustainability practices. They've got good HR practices. They're giving back. They're doing things that.
And in the Me Too generation moment, having good HR practices is very attractive.
And diversity. If you look at our Redwood Fund page, we actually, we talk about all the different criteria that all of our funds are held to, and that's very much one of them.
Wow. So how did all this come to be? I mean, it seems crazy that someone would sit around one day, like an intelligentsia drinking coffee in Venice, and be like, you know what, we should start an ethical bank and make more money for our clients. That sounds like a great business plan.
I know. It does, doesn't it? So it came about. We have, I think, talking, I heard you out in the hallway talking to, it was our head of marketing earlier about the two co-founders, so Andre Turney and Joe Sandberg, and they really came up with the idea around this whole theme of how can you create a bank, financial institution that people love.
He's all right? We got a little baby roaming around the floor.
He's good.
Water.
He loves the water.
Yeah.
His favorite move in the morning is crawling over to the dog's bowl and just dumping everything out.
We can continue to talk, but we'll put the camera where it should be.
You want to be down there? Okay, let's bring you up here.
All right.
So, the idea for Aspiration really started around this concept that people don't trust their financial institutions and that there's something great out there, right? Banks, investment firms serve a great purpose, but they've been out there for themselves and not for the people.
Well, it was boring. I don't want to talk about ethics.
I know. Honey, but you will. I am sorry.
You'll be happy to be in a more ethical world.
Yes, but that's the thing, right? So it's like, how do we build towards this? Like, how do we actually offer an ethical product, a bank that people, or a company that people believes meets their values?
And then so I don't really understand how to ask this properly, but who owns this or controls this? Like, if I bank with you, can you just get taken over by some kind of evil
We won't.
corporation
That's
or
not
something?
something that
Some
we
big
would.
bank
That's not
come
something
in?
that we would allow to happen.
So
We're a privately held institution, and I think what's really unique about us is that, as I was talking about our clients and our culture, it's also the people that are investing in Aspiration are investing in us because of who we
Right.
are,
Right.
because they also want to be able to make a difference. Not.
But that's so rare what you're saying. I mean, this may sound like
rare.
a goddamn infomercial, but it's like, because it's so positive. It's the too good to be true thing again. It's like, literally this morning at coffee at Intelligentsia, someone was like, "So when are you going to sell out?"
Did you wait on that line? Was there a really long line this morning?
No, I just pretended to be a tourist and walked in front of them.
I had no idea people were standing all the way down Abercrombie for this.
Sorry, celebrities. I was in line with a celebrity last time I was at Intelligentsia, yeah, but I forgot her name. But she was in Star Trek.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, British.
Nanu, or that's not.
No,
that
the
is
new
the
Star Trek one.
But they still do this, don't they? That's
Yeah.
like a Star Trek thing?
You have just angered millions of Star Trek fans.
Sorry, I apologize.
You've lost many potential clients. So
at least I could do this.
But literally, that was good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. And you have your ear showing nicely in a Spockish way.
Trying to gain back.
But so this morning, Elephant's turning 15 this summer, and everyone's like, "When are you going to sell? When are you going to sell?" And it sounds so revolutionary to be like, "Actually, we're doing this because we want to be a benefit." And they're like, boring. They're like waiting for the catch. Like, when are you going to get your Lambo and drive around Miami Beach into the water because of climate change? Like, some of us are actually trying to create a better world for our little troublemakers, our little children.
It's so sad that like you talk about the business proposition for something that actually isn't trying to screw everyone over, and people are cynical about that.
They're like, that's
sad.
That was well put. That's another Instagram pullout quote, because it's weird that I'm more cynical with you.
This is going to be.
But it's weird that I'm more cynical about this because it sounds so rainbow, like, "Oh, thank you," or whatever you do.
Financial firming.
Financial firming. That's the most boring rainbow.
We provide the entire suite. I mean, what we're really trying to do is be that trusted financial partner. Like, be that group that people aren't doubting or actually having their best interests in mind.
So how do you hold up against credit unions? Because right now, everyone who's ethical and kind of hippie, like everyone in Boulder, supports local banks, small banks, or credit unions.
And they should, and that's great. And those groups definitely serve a purpose.
Well, that was some smack talk. Did you hear that?
No.
I'm kidding.
Never.
You're not being competitive at all.
What? Listen, I'm not going to say you shouldn't go to a community bank. And actually, the partner who we have FDIC insurance through started as a carpenters union community bank. Mm-hmm. And so we very much believe in that model. And we also believe that there is this large universe of other people that aren't in a place like Boulder where they've got a great community bank that they're going to go to, and they want to be able to access a trusted financial institution that isn't out there to skin them, and we're that.
So again, coming back to if I as an individual banked with you, what can I not do that I'm used to doing with other conventional banks, the big banks? Do I lose anything? What am I giving up?
You don't get to talk to a teller all that much.
Right.
You get to talk with a team.
Do I get to talk with them?
You absolutely do. Anytime you're going to get to speak to a real person who's going to do everything they can. I mean,
they have motivational posters on the walls. So.
But I have to tell you, this isn't, the size company we are, you talk to an ACE person, and if there's an issue that you're bringing up,
aspiration,
customer engagement, if there's an issue that you're bringing up that is something that you're really dissatisfied with our product, you think we're doing something wrong, you think there happens to be an issue, that's not just going to stop with that group. That's going to escalate throughout the company. It's going to go everywhere. Like, we're actually trying to support and to do the right thing and to be a partner. And so the last thing we want to do is have any customer walk away with a bad experience. And of course, you can't prevent that from happening completely. There's going to be people, there's going to be things that happen, but I can say that we're really doing everything in our power to have a great experience across all, across our mobile, our web, our phones.
So in 5 years or whatever, where do you want to be? What's your game plan?
To have more product, people to continue with their kind of financial well-being and financial growth with a partner that they trust.
But I mean, is your goal to kind of show that banking and investing can be ethical and take over and destroy all the other banks?
Hi, little one. Hi.
Oh, we need the cuteness factor. Every 5 minutes every 5 minutes you stay tuned, you get some cuteness.
Thank you, Monkey. Yeah, I mean, we would love to see that every financial firm out there is embracing the same thing, because there's literally no reason they can't, except for corporate greed. That's
So really, greed is the only differentiating factor in why they're taking all these fees and kind of crashing the economy every couple of years.
I'm allowed to say.
Well, I am. I said it. I'm here. We are working together. We're honored to work together as partners, Elephant and Aspiration. But I am a journalist, and I will ask whatever I want, and I have. And it does seem I love what you said, that people like me are more cynical about someone trying to do the right thing than about all the kind of douchey companies.
I'm definitely not going to say that.
Yeah.
The D price. But and there may be other reasons. I don't want to just come out and say that greed is the only reason. There may be, there are more costs that other banks bear that we're not bearing because of who we are and the way we're operating. So I think it would be unfair to say that's the only reason.
So you're making smart choices.
But I think, I think what's really different is that we are making smart choices, and we're trying to deliver benefit and value. Mm-hmm. And we're not out there just for ourselves. Mm-hmm. We, firmly believe that your bank should work with you. Your financial firm should be your trusted partner. They should be there to support and help you grow. So we're not nickel and dime your plan for our. That's not the way we're going to build a society. That's not. It's just not.
That's like our slogan, our motto. Oh, he's got a bouncy head. It's totally fine. Well, maybe not.
Are you okay?
Are we? He's thinking about if he's okay. I think he decided.
He's like, if anyone runs over to me, then I might have to cry.
Slide on it. All right. I'm going to read a couple questions and comments, and then we'll let you. We'll return your freedom. All right, Leslie from Tustin. Yeah, anyone watching, please say where you're from, and if you have a question. Oh yeah, as Lindsay said, Rachel. Hello. She's doing our Elephant Academy right now. It's our online training. Hey, from Louisville, happy Friday. Maybe a stupid question, but I was unable to do it because my account is with a small local credit union, and so I couldn't link it to transfer money. Can I link to my credit union account, or do I need an account with one of the larger banks?
No, you can absolutely link from your credit union account, and if you have any trouble doing so, you okay? Doing so, you should shoot us an email at support@aspiration.com, and we'll definitely help you.
Or you can call in.
Or you can call. Let me see if I can remember it. It's 800-683-8529.
Yeah?
I'm impressed with myself.
Yeah, we can put the number in the comments too for Rachel. Rachel, great question. And it's cool you already tried.
And yeah, thanks for already being a client.
Yeah, and thanks for banking with a credit union too.
Go on.
Arabella, I don't think we have anything like that here in Australia. Hope this concept makes it overseas.
Me too.
Can you do it? That's a good question. Can you do this if you're elsewhere?
I'm sure that we can. I think what we're trying to do first is really, really do everything we can here.
But so if you're not American right now, you can't.
Unfortunately, you can't. You do have to be a U.S. citizen right now. I'd love at some point in the future, a U.S. permanent resident, I should say. Would love at some point in the future if we could expand that. Today we can't, and maybe you'll see us in Australia. I, for one, would love to be there and help.
Yeah.
Support Aspiration overseas.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Allie, Mama.
Thank you, Waylon.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Nice chatting with you.
It's exciting. And if we can take money, which often is called the root of all evil, and turn it.
It doesn't have to be. Like, why?
Exactly.
It doesn't.
But, it's a thing we really have to do this generation now.
Yeah.
Start channeling.
We have to because of little ones like him and us.
Amen.
Yeah.
Aspiration.
Thanks.
Allie, thank you.